guys, welcome to my channel. It is Latavia. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and hit that notification bell for other videos that are on my channel about health, skin, and herbs. Okay, so a lot of you might be suffering with the dreadful MASKNE, which is acne from face masks. I know a lot of people are getting so frustrated with this whole COVID-19 virus thing, and they have to wear a mask at work all the time or out and about. And so with that comes a lot of acne flare-ups. Maybe you are one of those people that you've always had to wear a mask. You're in the medical field or dental field, and so a mask is like your normal, right? You have to wear a mask at work no matter what, and you're getting MASKNE really bad and you're getting frustrated. So I was actually one of those people. I am an esthetician and that's what I love to do the most. But I also went to school to be a dental assistant, and so I do that as well. And so when I was getting into practicing dental assisting, always wearing a mask really was wreaking havoc on my skin because I have oily skin complexion and I have acne prone skin. And so for me, wearing a mask, it is going to really just not be beneficial, and so I was getting breakouts. A lot of my friends in the dental field would always come up to me and be like, okay, Latavia, I am struggling. What can I do about my acne? Because no matter what, I have to come to work and I have to wear a mask. So a lot of the breakouts would be where the face mask sits, and so along the jawline, around the mouth, and even the bridge of the nose, and sometimes up by the ears because you're constantly trying to dink around with your mask, right? You're trying to get it situated so it's comfortable and it's not clear up in your eyes, and so you're always pinching your nose to make sure that it's on snug. But along with that comes a lot of frustration with acne. So I would always give them 5 helpful tips to kind of just help their acne subside. And so hopefully these tips will be helpful for you as well. Okay, so number 1 would be to make sure you invest in a really good acne fighting cleanser. So salicylic acid cleansers are probably the best. Salicylic acid really gets in there into your pores and really helps kill the bacteria, and also kind of slowly sloughs off that dead skin so that it will allow your skin to breathe and just look 20,000 times better. So investing in a really good salicylic acid acne fighting cleanser is your number 1. Number 2 is make sure that if you are wearing makeup, that it's very light. Obviously, wearing no makeup is ideal. But I know that that is not going to be the key for a lot of people, especially if you do have acne, you're wanting to wear makeup to cover it up. And I totally understand, I totally get it. So a lot of times I would say, okay, if you're gonna wear makeup, then make sure that it's a really healthy tinted type of SPF or a tinted BB cream would be beneficial. I always wear organic foundation, which is 20,000 times healthier than the stuff that you buy at the store. Organic foundation is filled with ingredients that are actually going to help the skin and actually help the acne, and organic foundation is definitely the way to go. Number 3 is make sure that you skip on the really heavy moisturizers. So we are in summer right now, and so serums are just gonna be all around better for your skin because they're not as heavy. So if you still are using your winter moisturizer and it's really heavy, then I would definitely invest in more of a serum, lighter weight moisturizer. Because what happens is you're wearing that heavy moisturizer all throughout the day, and all of your breath is getting in there and trapped in there, and it kind of brings everything to a head because it's warm and moist, and you don't want that. So using a really light moisturizer is going to be the way to go. Skip out on those heavy creams. That's a no-no. Next up is make sure that if you're wearing a mask that has been DIY'd or your grandma has made you a mask, then make sure that you're cleaning that mask every single day. So that might be a pain in the butt to do, right? So you're wanting to get lots of masks for maybe 5 days of the week that you work so that you can constantly change them out. because if you're not willing to wash them every single day, then a lot of bacteria and a lot of oil and a lot of nastiness is going to be caught up in that mask, and you're going to be wearing it day in and day out the next days. Please make sure that you are switching out your mask very frequently. It does depend on the fabric of the mask whether or not you're going to break out less or break out more. So if you think about it, friction really causes a lot of irritation on the skin. So friction with the mask is really a lot of times what's causing a lot of people to have those breakouts. So if you pick a cloth for your mask that is really harsh on the skin, cotton usually is not the best because it's a little bit harsher than polyester, then cotton is going to not allow A, your skin to breathe, and B, it's just going to cause a lot of friction on the skin, which is not good. So if you are just in the dental field or medical field and you're just wearing the normal mask, there's not much that you can do there, although they're a little bit more breathable and easier to work with versus the ones that you have made or your grandma has made for you, right? All in all, friction causes a lot of acne. So make sure that once your mask is on, you just quit monkeying around with it, put your hands down and do your work. Try not to keep messing with it and all that stuff, because that's gonna make a huge difference for you in the end. All right, and number 5 is talk less. And I know that sounds super funny because you're like, okay, I'm at work, I have to talk. But if there's any way that you can just kind of talk less underneath your mask, the better. Because the more you breathe, then the more air gets in there and gets trapped, and bacteria just harbors, and it starts to kind of humidify underneath there, right? So if you do have oily skin like me or acne prone skin, then more humidity is actually worse for our skin. So you're kind of making this little teeny area of like steam and humidity and your breath, and it's getting moist and all this bacteria and oil is combining. And if you're wearing a heavy moisturizer and wearing a nasty foundation, then it's just all going to wreak so much havoc underneath that mask. So make sure that you are trying to just keep it low-key with how much you're talking. All right, guys. Well, I really hope that that has helped you today with trying to prevent that nasty face acne, and that you guys are all being and staying safe out there. Pass it along and share it with your friends that are in the medical and dentistry field, and hopefully it will be helpful for them as well. In the meantime, click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.